Some top-notch butt kickers alongside her on the hit TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But in the new movie version of the classic TV cartoon Scooby Doo, she is running with a different crew. She plays the feisty Daphne, who has to resort to a different approach to get her cohorts motivated. Take a look.
Scooby? Oh, did you hurt your paw? Would you do it for a Scooby snack? And you'll be fearless?
Fearless? Ow, hey.
Well, please welcome back Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Gets up. It's so nice here. Thank you.
We want to make you feel good.
Thank you.
And we heard that you got all excited when you heard we were doing one of the segments on underwear, that you're an expert on summer underwear.
Because, you know, the jeans are so low, and I'm the person that always has, like, you know, the underwear. Casabella makes the best really low, like,
low-rider thongs.
Low-rider thongs, and they're the best. And they're really flat, so you don't see them, like, there's no lines.
Okay.
That's Sarah's hot topic. You notice I passed on all the...
That is some rock you got there, girl.
Thank you.
Look at that ring.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. Yeah,
so I understand this movie's great, I thought. It's really... And you're adorable as Daphne, but I heard you were not sure you wanted to do this role.
Well, I think it's a little bit hard. It's initially hard when you're trying to play a cartoon character because you're talking about this just beloved cartoon character that people have watched. It's the longest running series. And then you have a little bit of the trepidation of, are we going to be the people that mess up Scooby Doo? And nobody wants to be them. And I think also, too, you know, there are some comparisons to the character I play on the show, and I wanted to make sure that people wouldn't automatically say, oh, it's Buffy up there. I had to make sure that people would suspend that disbelief to see Daphne. Otherwise, I would be doing a disservice to what's essentially, you know, our best, most beloved cartoon.
Oh, you're perfect, and your clothes are great.
Yes,
I love them.
They're very, very, very short. A little too short. Speaking of Casabella underwear, a little too short for me.
Okay, now speaking of that ring, I know it was given to you by your fiance, the sweet Freddie Prinze Jr.
He loves you.
You know I love him back. He is my basketball buddy. Oh. Now, I understand he's also a co-star in the movie.
Yes, he is. He plays Fred.
But here's the deal. I understand he has over 300 episodes of Scooby Doo.
He does. I mean, it was the easiest research I ever had to do. It was like, go down to the basement, get the box out, and I'm all, this is the best research for a movie I've ever had to do.
So he's obsessed a little bit with Scooby.
I wouldn't say obsessed. He's 300? Well, he's a giant fan.
He was an adorable Fred.
He was. He's really cute as Fred. He is
really cute, you know that.
Did you like working with him?
You know, it was fun. We had met working on a movie together, so that's how our friendship really originally started, was we liked working, we had the same working habits. The hard part for me is, you know, he's my biggest critic and hardest on me, harder than any director will ever be on me. So, you know, always pushing me to do my best. So it made it, you know.
What did you say is wrong with you?
Oh, no, I don't mean that in that sense, but so much of when you love someone, you want them to be great, and you want all the things that you know that they're capable of. And the same thing that I do to him, he does to me. You know, oh, you're being lazy in that scene. Come on, you know you can. You know, that kind of.
More encouragement.
It's encouragement.
Yeah.
Like a coach. Yes.
Well, I also saw the movie, and I laughed and I cried, and I really loved it. But you get very physical. You pull some serious, you know, Jet Li kind of kung fu action in this movie, and it's very physical. And in Buffy, we all know that you kick some serious butt, as Meredith said. Do you do your own stunts?
I mean, I do a good portion of them. Thank
so
God.
You know how to do kung fu.
Well, thank God for Pilates, otherwise my strength would be like nothing these days. But I studied Taekwondo. But what I'd never done is I'd never done Hong Kong wire work. Like, that was all new to me. Like,
really? I can't believe you never did that.
I know. Well, I mean, on my show, we've never done it, you know. In my free time, I do it all the time.
Explain to the audience what that is.
That's sort of like all like the Jet Li movies, when you're on the wires and they fly you up, so you just have a bunch of people, like, basically yanking these strings, and then it's your job to do the kicks and do the maneuvers while you're basically essentially flying through the air.
It looks like Crouching Tiger.
A little bit, yeah. And
Tiger.
it's so hard because you're doing something that, you know, could be life-threatening, you know, if you do it wrong. And you're trying to just basically balance your body and then figuring how to flip your body over, flip it backwards, and then, you know, look like you know what you're doing. So,
So Freddie better not mess around.
yeah.
Well, listen, I just have to ask a quick Buffy question. Is Buffy going to get together with Spike? I just have to know.
Next season?
Yeah.
Goodness, you know, they don't tell us anything, and I wonder why, because not that I would tell everyone here, even though everyone knows I totally would. I think we're going to see a lighter Buffy next year. I think that it's going to go back to sort of the original notes, which is this young heroine that has this job but kind of loves it. It got very, very dark this year. And I think we're going to go back to that lighter side. So I don't think there'll be that much more Buffy in it.
You said that you and Buffy are similar in character.
We are. I mean, in a sense of living the difference between being a young adult and then being a child at the same time. And now as we both grow into adulthood, I have a very big responsibility, but I'm still a young adult. And, you know, Buffy now is basically a single mother with a full-time job and trying to go to school. So I think there are a lot of comparisons.
Now, in 1995, you won a Daytime Emmy Award.
I did.
Right, for your work on
working in this
All My
building.
Children, right next door.
She was so evil.
She was good. And then you decided to go out to Hollywood, but you say that once you got there, you couldn't even get arrested.
It's very difficult. People don't look at soaps the way they're supposed to. I don't think people realize how much work goes into soaps. You're talking, I mean, when we make a nighttime show, we spend anywhere from 8 to 10 days to shoot 1 hour. You shoot, and a movie is, you know, a 2-hour movie this movie took 6.5 months of just, you know, live action, and it, you know, and it's only an 1.5-hour movie. On soaps, you do an hour every day, and it is an exorbitant amount of work and a huge amount of dialogue to learn, and people just don't give it the respect that I think it essentially deserves. And so when I did get to Hollywood, you know, you go out there with this Emmy and you have some notoriety from the soap, and you get out there and it doesn't mean anything to anybody, and that's it's a hard lesson, you know. But,
You showed them.
I did.
Good for you.
You kicked their butt. All right, our thanks to Sarah Michelle Gellar. Scooby Doo is in theaters now. It's great, and her new movie, Harvard Man, will be in the theaters later this summer. We will be right back. Scooby Doo.